Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Thank you so much for joining us. Wow, a list of the items that we think or we know are items that would make or should make you reconsider your relocation to the Philippines. Now, you know something? It's kind of complicated, but I think we can get through it. So let's talk about it.
Why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, 'cause I got no chance, no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough.
All right, a couple of things that I should say here. First off, I know the lighting isn't exactly correct here. We're working on that. I've got a new camera set up. I've got my Action 4 and using it as a webcam. So I'm shooting this in 4K, 60 frames per second. Secondly, please do subscribe and hit that thumbs up. We would really appreciate it. Finally, I'm going to give you this list. You know, you may not realize it, but we've been in the Philippines for 10 years. We've lived in Angeles City for 4.5 years, nonstop. Okay? We've been around just a little bit. And I can tell you, these are things that we have seen, that we have been around people that have experienced, and it is something that you may want to really think about. So, with that being said, let's just jump right in. Okay, traits of men that should reconsider moving to the Philippines. And I'm not saying that if any one of the things that we're going to list is you, that you should reconsider. I'm just saying they add up. So think about it. Never been to the Philippines. If you've never been here, you just can't learn and know what's going to happen in the Philippines until you've been here. And once you get here, do not limit yourself to just 2 locations on your first trip. You know, we always tell people, hey, you know what? Come over, spend some time, go see a couple different places, 3 at least. All right, so if you've never been to more than 2 locations, you might want to consider another reconnaissance. If you've never spent more than 45 days straight in the Philippines, you might want to reconsider committing. Come over and spend some time. Really, you should. Chronic health issues. If you're currently on an annual health updates and monitoring, if you have cardiac issues, if you have disease issues, if you require multiple subspecialty interaction, if you require narcotic meds or off-label meds, and those of you that know what I'm talking about, if you're on off-label, you know what I'm talking about. Some of that you're not going to be able to get here. You are not going to be able to get injectable morphine, okay? You probably could, but it ain't easy. Look, if you are not healthy, if your health isn't manageable, you may want to reconsider it. Financial safety net, emergency funds. You know something? We think you should have at least 20,000 US dollars in emergency funds. Now, this could be a combination of cash on hand and a credit card. And I don't mean cash here. I'm saying cash that you can access, whether it's through a wire transfer, through Remitly, through Wise, through whatever. But you need it. I mean, we have a buddy that just burned through over 25,000 US dollars in emergency money for a hospitalization and surgery last month. So it does happen. Maybe you just need to get your ass home. Make sure you've got the money to get on a plane to get home. All right. Prior felony convictions, warrants, child support. All right. Currently, now this is kind of like a sticky little piece here. Currently, the Philippines does not ask you if you have a prior felony conviction upon entry, right? But they reserve the right to kick your ass right out if they deem you have violated or represent a person that has committed moral turpitude. If you have a federal warrant, that may very well show up. They are getting very tight at immigration now, and they are integrating very closely. Child support. The U.S. is always abided by extradition with the Philippines, and the Philippines has as well on child support and getting those people back to face the music. I don't know whether they'll find it, but if somebody reports it and they track you down, the possibility is there. And that's really a big deal because you know what? Sooner or later, they're going to tie all of this stuff in. They already checked the sex offenders list from the U.S. upon entry. They just caught a guy the other day. Arrogant, narcissist, self-centered. If that's the way you are, skip it. If you're not able to adapt and recognize that the world doesn't revolve around you, you're just not going to get it. You are not going to be able to interact with the population. Impatient, unaccepting, rigid. The rules for them and you are different. All right? I don't give a damn what it is. I have a permanent resident visa. All right? I am a permanent resident of the Philippines. Not a tourist, okay? A permanent resident. And I can tell you right now, the rules for Filipinos are different than the rules for me. And you got to follow those rules even when they don't. Even when other people don't. You have to follow those rules. Alcoholic, substance abuse, illegal drug abuser. I don't know that I need to go in depth about this. You're not going to like Philippine jail. If you're a drunk, if you're an alcoholic, sooner or later you're going to cause trouble. You're going to go to jail. You ain't going to like it. Not to mention what's going to happen to your liver, the rest of your body as you drink yourself to death. Substance abuse, illegal drugs, jail. Don't waste your life on a bar stool. That's not why you came here, is it? Certainly it's not why you came here. A proven track record of weak financial resolve. What do we mean? That means you can't make a realistic budget and stick to it. That's what it means. That's the bottom line. You did not research the true cost of living for where you want to be in advance, and you did not set a budget. You felt that your budget in Iloilo or Dumaguete was going to work fine in BGC. That's not. It just simply isn't. All right? Not without you adapting and changing. All right? That's just really the bottom line. Men who refuse to change what caused them to fail in their own country. Now, I need to explain this before you get all bent out of shape. Okay? Men have failed in the U.S. and other countries through no fault of their own. I can understand nasty divorces. I can understand being in an industry that got phased out. I can understand all kinds of reasons why life got bad. I really and truly can. Okay? But did you do everything you could to make a bad situation good? Or at least as good as was possible when you're in? Or are you simply running away from your problems? If you're running away from your problems, you're going to find them here. You're going to get them here. I hear this all the time. Well, I can live a decent life on less money. Sure you can. You know what? Backpackers come here, live in tents, eat the local food, whatever. You can do that too. But is that the life that you want? And if it is, great. More power to you. But if you're just running away from your problems, you're just going to find more of them here. You've got to change what it was that caused you to fail in your own country as best as you can. Certainly, you may not be able to change it completely, and I understand that. All right? Losers will always lose, but real men make change. And that is just the way it is. It's not something that can be just tossed aside as a simple saying. Look, we want you to come to the Philippines. We're not painting a negative picture. We want you to have the best retirement you can. We want you to enjoy your life, whether it's early retirement, whether it's whatever. But you got to be flexible, adaptable, and realistic. And that's where we often see people fail. We've seen it. We'll see it again. But we hope we don't see it with you. We really and truly do. Otherwise, please do comment below. There's 1,000 other reasons, but please do comment below. And please let us know how you felt technically this video was. I know we still got to work on lighting, but we'll see. Otherwise, thank you so much. We hope you have a great day.